Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. Covering all conversation from dating to sports fetishes, this is Talking Points with Shabazz Davis on World Improv Network.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, and welcome to Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. My name is Jerome Carmichael, filling in for Shabazz this week while he's off at a trapeze lesson. Good luck with that, Shabazz, and there's always going to be a net to catch you, much like I am that net on this show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think there's one thing that we all seek in life, at least that's what I thought, and that's love. Well, me, I love love, and I loved my ex-wife, but she didn't love me back, and that's fine, because I still love... Yo, sir, please.
Jerome,
every week you come in and you make fun of me for my emotions or some other basic human reason, and sir, I don't like it. That hurts my feelings.
Jerome, do you want me to put him in a headlock again and throw him out like last week and the week before and the week before that?
I would love that, Steve. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Let him stay. Let him stay.
Audience, really? You want this scoff law to stick around?
Yeah, let him stay.
Intern Steve, if you could release the rude gentleman.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I tried.
Well, anyway, let's just move on and get to the important part of the show. We have two gentlemen on the show today who don't hold those same values. We have Mr. Brent Carbine.
Hello.
And Mr. Troy Redacted. I'm not sure if that's your actual last name or if your name has been redacted.
Yeah, it's been redacted because of my age.
Oh, okay. Then if you don't mind, I'll just call you Troy.
That's fine.
Brent and Troy, welcome to the show. You two are the founders of the Anti-Love Society, which is a website that I visited earlier today, researching for the show, and frankly, turned my stomach. I'm a man who believes in love, and I believe in babies.
Well, that's your problem right now, Jerome. From what I understand is you're divorced.
That I am.
You're sitting here as a single man right in front of me.
I am, but
And
not a man without love.
But you wish you had your wife back, didn't you? She didn't love you at all.
Yeah, you're in pain, huh?
Every
Every day you wake up and you just think about what could have been, huh?
Yeah.
I think about the vacations we could have taken to the Caribbean, just sitting on the beach together on our matching Miley Cyrus beach towels. But nope, that dream was not to be. But that doesn't mean that I love her any less. In fact, I love her more.
Jerome, that's a vicious cycle that you're talking about. Loving something more every time you don't have it. That's vicious. And I can tell by the bags under your eyes, you're probably losing sleep at night over it, aren't you?
I may spend a few extra hours crying before I can fall asleep lately, but that's just the price of love, which
doesn't have to be, I'm sure you've heard that saying, better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
we say the opposite. We say it's better to have never loved at all, because then you don't have that suffering that you've got right now. I've never loved and lost, and I'm better off for it.
That's right. You can never lose something if you ain't got it.
So, am I to understand that neither of you gentlemen have ever been in love?
Nah.
Never.
Nah.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, we've had our brushes,
right.
but then we come to our senses.
That's right. We got tempted, all right, but we didn't fall into the valley of death of love.
Now, what do you mean you were tempted?
Well, there's a lot of attractions around you to tempt you into love, but you got to keep it into lust or like, and that's it.
Oh, so you're not opposed to some level of emotional connection, but you don't want to take that next step.
Well, you like your car, don't you?
I do.
Well, legally, you can't marry it.
Oh, no, of course not. It has no soul or feelings or sentience.
Exactly. Sorry, I just got excited about that point. Exactly. You know, I mean, people are like cars.
How so?
You ride them, you fill them up with gas,
You use them, and then you turn them in for something newer.
Oh, gentlemen, that sounds like such a sad existence. What?
It's
Audience.
variety is the spice of life, and I think the audience can agree with that. You ever have pizza?
Yeah.
You put toppings on it.
Yep. You can have a veggie pizza with feta cheese. You can have one with pepperoni. You know, people like Cosmos Pizza. They make any kind you want.
Well, that's all well and good. Audience, really, I am losing respect for you as we speak. Sir, you know what?
Let him stay.
Jerome, do you want me to get him out of here?
No, I subject to the will of the audience.
Death or taxes. Let him stay.
I'm sorry, sir. Death or taxes have nothing to do with this. But getting back to Troy and Brent.
Reform public schools.
Well, I think that's something we can all get behind. Sir.
Free Willy. Free Willy. Save the whales.
Yes, let's save the whales.
No, I just, you know, these guys, you know, some of these guys, they obviously, you know, they love whales, but I'm sorry, but, you know, in 35 years, you know, the water's going to be so polluted, and not going to be any more whales, and then you're going to be crying. Like you're crying every night for 2 hours.
That's right.
That's unnecessary crying.
That's right.
Now, I have to get to the root of this now. How do you gentlemen live without love? Like, do you never experience that great emotional peak of being in love?
I would argue exactly the opposite. By having that emotional blinder on your face, you can make very irrational decisions. Matter of fact, borderline stupid.
Have you ever made any of these irrational decisions, Troy?
Not from love, per se.
Well, what per se?
I mean, there are a lot of different emotions and passions that, you know, motivate people and drive them, but, you know, love is the worst. That'll take you to the brink, and then you'll jump off.
Do things you would never normally do. No sane human would do things outside of the driven passion for love.
Well, maybe I am approaching this from the wrong way. I would like to get back to your society for a second here, the anti-love society.
Yeah.
What prompted you both to come together to form an actual society around this concept?
Well, Brett wanted to help people, and he saw the best way to do service to the world and have a sphere of influence that's positive is by showing people not to love. That's how you can save this planet and human distraught.
Yeah, let your intimate connections only go so far, and then build an emotional brick wall so nobody can get in.
And make the other people pay for it who fall in love with you.
Well, I think that is how it works. Exactly. You're exacting an emotional toll. Now, Troy, you say the society was Brent's. He was the driving force behind that. How did you get involved?
Well, he wanted some tutelage on past experience. I'm a little bit older than Brent. And so we met up, and I spilled him all the beans of the foundations of the corruption of love.
Yeah, the 10 tenets of our organization were created.
Now, I think for our audience, they would love to know what those 10 tenets are.
All right.
Well, okay, yeah, we can list those for you easy. You know, I mean, we know them like the back of our hands.
Right. The first one's logic, right, Brent?
That's right. A lot of these start with L.
Okay.
Right.
Logic. That makes sense.
Lust and like.
Yes. Less
Okay.
like.
Those are 3 of the tenets.
Yep. Loneliness, because love leads to loneliness.
Yeah, and you gotta learn to be with yourself. You know, because that's all you get. That's all you are. You're you, and then everywhere you go, there you are. There's you.
Yep.
True.
Leaping, because people make stupid mistakes and they leap into love.
Oh. Now, I'm sorry to stop you mid-tenets here, but it seems like 3 of these, logic, lust, like, these are things you're endorsing, loneliness, but now leaping and loneliness feel a little more negative. Hey, sir,
We need more optimism.
You know, thank you. Thank you, sir. I think that's what I've been getting at. And, wow, I want to apologize to our audience. We're running out of time, and we can't get to the final 5 tenets. But if you visit their Troy and Brent's website, you can check them out there. And, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that I am not anti-love, and you shouldn't be either. That is the Talking Points.
Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. Give the Wincast your questions on Facebook, Twitter, or the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break of what issues the Win counselors can help you with during good, bad, ugly. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.